Hey everyone, hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just gone over to Bitcoin, bigger the CoinsKid crew. So at the minute, we have got this massive bearish engulfing candle, which got everyone super bearish last year. And equally, the perma bears jumping up and down saying that's it, Bitcoin's collapsing, it's going to $1 and things like that, all kind of business. Peter Schiff, Bitcoin's a scam, all that kind of business. But, we've seen a beautiful swift recovery for Bitcoin this year. And there was lots of data in the charts, which I relayed to you last year. Towards the end of last year, there was a massive 5-wave counter trade in the charts that I did relay. I did say, the 5-wave counter trade, and this year we've got that expected move up for Bitcoin, but there's no guarantees here. Okay, it is all about the data, and the data I do try and relay to you as best as I can, and from that we can interpret what we think will happen in the charts right here. So if we take a look at this on the yearly time frame, these are the candlesticks on the yearly time frame. Hardly anybody looks at this, but I think it's really important, isn't it? So just here we've got the massive bearish engulfing candle. Now obviously, because we printed that particular candle just there, I know a lot of perma bears were really excited that we're going to collapse at this point and roll over, but I did find reasons on the weekly time frame towards the end of last year. I did say to you there's a golden opportunity here on Bitcoin because of the 5 waves from this point here. We've got the big one, the 2, the huge 3, the 4, and the final 5th wave. So I was looking for a 5-wave counter. I did make a video roughly round about here, wasn't it, called the 5 waves of death and the counter trade, and I sort of draw it into the charts. I expect us to come up into at least this resistance, go sideways, and then break into this leg here. So I'm looking for this. I'm looking for this leg here. See this high? I think that Bitcoin could be potentially on the cusp of touching that before a major correction in the charts, basically some kind of macro wave 4. Possibly here what we've got from this point here is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the final 5th wave into that leg before a macro correction. So there's a lot of sort of alignment in a lot of charts that I'm looking at that could actually play out. Now if it does play out and we do get another push before the end of this year, then this will negate this particular candle, and this is why I'm showing this. Okay, on the macro, what we're looking for to negate, or the failure of that particular bearish engulfing candle right there, is simply a close above that candle, and it takes it out of the equation. Basically the data then suggests that candle was basically a bull trap, and it's a negation in the charts. But obviously we have to respect it. At the moment we are still under it, so what we're looking for, for the bulls to take control and really take control in this market for Bitcoin and say, FU bears, is basically close above that bearish engulfing candle. So that particular target right now, I'll show you, if Bitcoin can get its arse above, where did it open? It opened at 46252. If it closes above 46252 in 11 days, 12 hours time, it negates that bearish engulfing candle. It's a failure basically. So we'll keep an eye on that. It's really important because obviously if it closes below it, it really is increasing the probability that this is the top of a trend. And right now, you've got your sort of close below the bearish engulfing candle. You're actually validating that, and then the statistics will start to say, okay, we may start to roll at this point, and the perma bears saying that this was the end of a trend, and right now you've got a monster bear market for Bitcoin that started at this point, could actually be true, okay, because the data is sort of stacking up with that analysis going forward. But as you're fully aware, I do have a target for Bitcoin around about 48k. We're compressing in a range at the moment, so if we get another leg up and we hit that 40k and we close in 11 days above that candle, it's a failure of that candle. Really a simple case. We'll keep an eye on that going forward. Let's dive into the Bitcoin chart right now and see what we can see. So we need to keep an eye on Bitcoin over the next few days, don't we? We've got 11 days, I think it is, for the monthly close right there. But the data in the charts on the daily at the moment is technically really bullish, to be fair. So we've got to give it credit where it's due. I can't flip there until I start to see more data in the charts, okay? Because on the daily time frame, we've got a beautiful ascending triangle here that's holding the ribbon. Look at that. So we're getting compressed in the range. Now, I'm looking at some kind of micro ABC in there. I've gone through that with you on the, the hourly and the 15-minute time frame, that there is a chance that that's the bottom of the correction just there. Monday, the 11th of December, and right now we're coming up, we're coming down, we're compressing, looking for the expansion to the upside. So I'm looking for this level here, that tap just there, which is that leg, and I've been looking at all year as a target, potentially this year, because what we've got when we broke out earlier in the year, we've got the ABC zigzag back down, the irregular correction, the back tested this neckline as support. So you've got the clear break of a resistance point just there, okay? Back test, see you later, and slowly but surely you're coming upstairs. So we've got this last leg left, haven't we? And if we can see that tapped, whether or not we roll at that point or whatever, but if we can see that tapped, even break through it, whatever, if we see that close above that, that bearish engulfing candle on the yearly time frame, I think it increases the probability right now and the data in the charts that this is your final phase. This is your blow off top just there. And leading into next year, we see the big push up in the crypto markets, confluence with the, the breakdown of the DXY and the, the blow off top in the DJI and the S&P 500, which I've been talking about for so many years right now as a potential scenario for confluence in my analysis, that this is the final 5th wave of a larger cycle for Bitcoin and you blow off top. So in theory, like I said to you, we've done everything here that we did off this bottom. On this bottom, we've done everything so far. We've got a buy, a sell, a buy within the data, okay, within the chart and within the indicator that I made for the CoinsKid crew. From this bottom here, just like that bottom, we've got a buy, a sell, a buy before the big vertical taking out the previous all-time high. So take a look at this bottom, we've got a buy, a sell, a buy, and right now we're going vertical, okay? So in theory, if I'm correct, this is where we are right now. We're having this micro correction on the ribbon before the massive vertical up here, taking out this resistance point and the all-time high. So, you know, I can't get too bearish on Bitcoin yet because it's doing exactly what I thought it would do this year. It's absolutely bolted like it was. So I can't flip bear. People think I'm a permeable, but all I'm doing is relaying the data to you, an opportunity that right now, if we do see the close in 11 days above that bearish engulfing candle, it really does increase the probability that I'm absolutely nailed this and correct. And this is your blow off top right here. So at this point, if we do start to come up next year and we've got a big vertical in the charts, a lot of the altcoins will absolutely explode at this point, you know, and then I think we've got a massive macro bear market. Basically, in confluence of the DJI blow off top and the S&P 500 blow off top as well. So I hope you enjoyed that update. I am posting micro setups on Bitcoin and XRP and many altcoins in the Discord right there. So definitely get involved. I'll go on holiday tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed that update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.